So I was reading this book called The Happiness Advantage, and it has a lot of scientific studies to reference why happiness can improve your success in every domain of your life. Your health, your marriage, your relationships, your social skills, and your career, your wealth and business, and so on. But in this video, I want to share with you 5 things I learned from this book on how you can develop and increase your long-term happiness for the long term right this instant. So let's get started with number 1. Conscious acts of kindness. There was a study conducted of 2,000 people, and they found that acts of kindness, whether it was done on strangers or friends that you already knew, decreased stress levels and increased mental health for the long term. The second thing you can do is look forward to future events. One study found that people who look forward to a movie raised endorphin levels by 27%. I want to add my personal caveat to this one, just like a little note of caution. This doesn't mean that you go to a 9-to-5 job that you absolutely horrendously hate, and then if you look forward to that little movie at the end of the day, you'll be happy. I think that's a flawed lifestyle. I think more so it's about first off, getting a job that you can at least somewhat enjoy, and then second, finding the small things in life that you can appreciate and look forward to, and be grateful for, and just feel the amazingness of in that moment. So for instance, I look forward to a walk. I look forward to seeing nature and just watching a leaf and how intricate that is. And then when I'm actually there, I appreciate the complexities of the leaf and all those small things. It really helps. The third thing you can do is exercise rather than use antidepressant drugs. So a study was done on 3 groups of individuals. The first group was given antidepressant drugs. The second group was told to exercise occasionally for just a few minutes every day. And the third group was told to do a combination of both, exercise and antidepressant drugs. 4 months later, they found that the ones who exercised came out on top, whereas the ones who did the combination and the ones that did the antidepressant drugs, they didn't even come close. What's even crazier about this experiment is that they followed up on all these groups 6 months after this whole thing was packed up and done. And what they found was that 38% of the people who only used antidepressant drugs went back to their old depressive states, whereas 31% resided back into their old state when from the combination group, and only 9% resided back to the original state of depression from the exercise-only group. So start exercising, do cardio, not just weightlifting. I've done a lot of research and I've taken exercise physiology classes. If you really want this to work, the numbers and studies show that you want to do cardio, something that keeps your heart pumping, exercises your entire body, not just like weightlifting, like isolated, training of one arm. Do something that moves your whole body. Running, jogging, swimming, something like that, cycling. Then number 4, spend money on experiences rather than materialistic things. Researchers found that after interviewing over 150 people, they found that money spent on experiences led to greater feelings of pleasure than money spent on items for themselves. Another study showed that when 46 students were given $20 to spend, those told to spend that money on things were happier at the end of the day than those who spent that on themselves. I want to follow this up with another video. in a TED Talk I recently watched, it's about a 30-minute video, they cited even more experiments that showed this exact same thing. They spent a lot of money on people to buy coffee for someone else, or just buy something for someone else, a complete stranger versus a friend, versus giving them that money and having them just spend it on themselves. And they found that the ones who spent it on a stranger or a friend had significantly higher levels of happiness for the whole day and sometimes a whole week afterwards, despite it only being $5 and $20. Then they duplicated that experiment on third world countries because maybe they thought, well, it's probably because people here are rich, so it doesn't really matter, it's just 20 bucks. And they found the exact same concept in third world countries. So check out that TED Talk. If you just search happiness, you'll find it. There's only like 5 TED Talks on happiness right now. The fifth thing I learned from the happiness advantage is that do what you're good at more in a variety of ways. There was a study done that surveyed 577 people to find their top 5 strengths out of 24 cross-cultural strengths. After they found these strengths, they told each of these individual volunteers to use that strength in a new way every single day. They found that these people achieved significantly happier levels of positive well-being and happiness, significantly less depression and just depressed thoughts compared to control groups who didn't go through this process. And the craziest part was that it lasted. The levels of happiness remained heightened 6 months later after they followed up with these groups after the experiment. Thanks for watching, and this viral video will not do this book justice. I'm just doing it this way because no one wants to watch me, talk for an hour on this topic other than like 5 views. So check out this book, because if you want more data, more things you can do, check it out. But those hard hitters, they can last you for the rest of your life on their own. Thanks for watching, and oh yeah, please check out my other video where I did the 5 things I learned from the same book, The Happiness Advantage, on why happiness is important to achieving greater levels of success in every domain in your life, from your marriage to your business, to your wealth, to your relationships, to your social skills.